This is your boy L coming with my 33rd video, and this video is going to be about how black women are not helpers. You understand? Now, to get into this video, just to start, I'm not talking about all black women. So, people that's watching this video, I don't want you thinking that it's all black women, but it's majority of black women. You understand? They're not helpers. And what I mean by helpers, you understand, they're not, these women, these black women today, they're not built to cater to of a black man's needs or any man's needs to think about it. A lot of these black chicks that I've seen, of course they have the education. The education level is high, but the womanhood part of connecting with manhood is not getting through there. You understand? It's been lost. And, there's so many TV shows and magazines and books to not only declare this, but to show how these black women think. You understand? There's always these black women out here that just don't see black men as equal to them. You understand? And they don't want to go half. The only half a woman wants to go to or with for you is when y'all fucking final divorce. But other than that, these women don't want to go half. When you going out with them, they don't want to go half. When trying to put something together, they don't want to go half. They want you to put everything to and for them, for y'all to be happy. You understand? A lot of these black chicks, they just wants to be there when a nigga's cutting the ribbon. They don't want to be there when a nigga is constructing the building or his house. They don't want to be there when that nigga is putting a nail in the wood. They want to be there when that shit is done, ready for their ass to park they nothing they gonna do ass up in that shit. Because a lot of these women, they don't even, a lot of these black women, they don't even want to clean for a nigga, man. They looking at you like, nigga, you clean it. And that shit takes away from men wanting to need you. Cause see, you know, a lot of these women protest that any nigga can get pussy. Yeah, you're right, any nigga can get pussy, but it's a special type of pussy that comes along and makes sure that it's not just pussy. You understand? It's not just pussy that that man is gonna be going after. See, and I noticed this too when I talked to a lot of black chicks on dating and shit in my past and shit. You know, I say something flirty to them, and they start getting into some confrontational mode. Like they either get wild offended by it, or they want to turn it into you know, like some type of fight or whatnot. Like they about ready to box with a nigga, and it's like, why are you going that route? All you could have said is like, oh, I don't think it's the right time to us for you talking like that, And I don't say nothing too egregious. I just, throw little jabs, and that's part of being a man. You're supposed to throw women jabs to show her that you have some type of sexual attraction. Because at the end of the day, when a dude is meeting a woman, you understand, he's looking at her of sexual attraction. You know, now when a man's looking at a woman, when he first meets her, he's thinking how good her sex is, how she talk, is she kind, is she understanding, you know, can I can I present her around people if this dude goes more than one time? You understand? That's what a man is looking for. 9 times out of 10, women is not looking for that. Women is looking for, is this man have a car? Does this man have a good education? Does he have a house? You know, um, stupid shit like that. And it always leads to these women finding messed up men. Because women are not naturally supposed to be going out looking for men. You're not supposed to be looking for men. Because you don't know what you want. Emotionally, you are naturally confused to what you want. Men logically understand what they want. Like you think when a man comes up to you, he already knows that you his pick. You don't even understand the cycle of logics to it. You understand? When a man picks you, it's totally different from you picking him. Because see, a man could be trying to use you. There's men that use women, but a good brother, like on a humble, that's just regularly outside, he's not looking like that. He's looking for what you are. You feel what I'm saying? He's looking for what you are as a person, your character. Women are looking for what you can do for them. 9 times out of 10, you know, especially black women, like this whole video started. Black women are not helpers. And I like to say that, you know, the black church is not is the main culprit of this. To be more precise, because you look at the black church, it's nothing majority of the people that's in there is black women. You feel what I'm saying? It's nothing but black women. This is why I stopped going to church a long time ago. I believe in the Bible. I believe in the words. I don't believe in the business of church, which is the temples. It's temple worship. I don't believe in that. You understand? Jesus never was in church. You showed me chapters that show you supposed to be in church to get in heaven, then I'll go to church. But back onto these black pastors in these churches, man. They don't teach these women how to be a women to their men, their counterpart. Because if they did, you would not have a bunch of single mom, baby moms, and a bunch of deadbeat dads, all this crazy shit that's outside. How if this if black church was so righteous, right? How come there's a black church on every block in a fucking nasty neighborhood, and the church always looks good, but everywhere else outside the church looks horrible? What does that tell you? And then on top of that too, right? These black women, they like one of the biggest like buyers of, the whole, you know, God and Jesus and all this shit. But look at the majority of those black women in the church. They're by themselves. Why are they by themselves? Why are you in your 30s, 40s, 50s by yourself, man? And don't tell me you didn't find a righteous black man yet, because there's black men sitting in church. Isn't that supposed to be a righteous black man? But hey, all black men in church is not righteous. We already know that. But that is supposed to be the key ideal, right? A lot of people don't want to call it, but a lot of black women don't want to be with nobody. They want all the tangibles that every woman get. They just don't want to do the work that all the other women do. They want to drive in a nice car that a man gives. Want to be in his house. They want to eat his food, but they don't want to cook for the food. You understand? They don't want to learn how to repair the man's car. You understand? They don't want to fucking clean up the house. A lot of these women don't even know how to cook. These black women, they know how to microwave. The microwave should have probably never been invented. To think about it, it should have probably only been for like popcorn or some shit. Other than that, the microwave really destroyed the family house. Because with that shit made women become lazy, man. It made them not believe in themselves to be natural born cookers. Women are natural born cookers. You're natural to making food. That is your DNA. And see, these black churches with these black women, they teaching nothing but stupid prosperity. They're teaching them how to gain materials, to how to gain things that this has nothing to do with gaining themselves spiritually or mentally or physically. It's not gonna gain you that way. And when I look at these churches and I see these majority of black women, right, and they with nobody, you gotta ask yourself this: how are you a woman of faith of God, right, and you don't have faith in His greatest creation, which is the black man of any man, period. Because I don't want people mistaking this, but you feel what I'm saying? But I'm just specifically going on black women. But how can black women go on confessing that they got all this love for God and all this shit, Jesus Christ and all that, and they don't love God's greatest creation? And with other thing that kills me is in the Bible, it specifically says God made women to be man's helper. Now, that goes back to my original title. Black women are not helpers. You understand? Because see, right then and there, that right there, whatever type of thing they tell black men, like, oh, you ain't shit, I could do it by myself, I don't need no man, all this feminist talk shit, that right there lets you know that their minds is confused. Understand? And this is why we need to get rid of these black churches, man. Because all they doing is standing there giving these women platforms to be who they are, which is hoes, man. These bitches is hoes, man. They there on Sunday and next week Saturday they shaking their ass. They cursing. Their kids is bad. They ain't raising their kids. They let the school raise them, and when they come home from school, they watching fucking all the stupid sitcom shows, man. That's frying their brain, and watching these stupid Medea movies, frying their brain, and then they wonder why they 45 plus, 3, 4 kids, and they ain't got no damn father in the house for the kids. They ain't got no husband. And see, these black women, they don't even understand that. A lot of these black women is 3, 4, 5 generations, maybe even 6 of no fathers. Think about it. You see these black things, you'll see no father, no grandfather, barely the uncle. And if the uncle's around, he's either drunk, he a pedophile, he criminal, he's somebody that the mother don't even allow the kids to be around. You understand? A lot of these black women, they don't even like their own brothers. You feel what I'm saying? They only like their brothers when their kids is acting up. That's when they want to call big brother or little brother because Miles is acting up in school. Now you want to call him, but anything else of social issues of the family or outside the family. You don't want your brother's advice. You don't want his words. You don't want his physicality or mental take of what you are going through. You understand? Like this is I had this happen to me, man. I've been kicked out my mom's crib. And then like a year and a half later I get called talking about my sister's boyfriend or da 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 da. What am I gonna do about it? You don't call me for nothing, but now you wanna call me because you want me to go and put physical harm on somebody that I could possibly go to jail for. And you're not gonna vouch for me when I go to court. You're not gonna make sure that I don't go to jail. Even if you did have the power to, you wouldn't do it. So it's like I'm not gonna waste my time and anything. And I don't even really, and another thing too, I don't even know this dude that my sister got with. That she got a kid with like that. I don't know if he a gangbanger or nothing. I might have to poke him up, shoot him up. Who knows? I don't know because I don't have a built relationship with my sister because of my mother because she instilled in a hatred towards black men. My mother even told me, she said, I'd rather have all girls than boys when I was like 12, 13. And do you know how that psychologically hurts a boy when he's 12, 13 and hears his mom say something like that? People don't understand. You understand? Like, I was the second child out of five kids from my mother, which you already understand that she didn't have no marriage. You understand? And I always grew up wondering why no righteous black man came around to swoop my mother up or nothing. And through the years, you see, you always hear stories about how your father and shit or whatnot. You gonna hear and then you're gonna see. You understand? I heard what she was saying, but then I saw something totally different. You understand? And all these black women, they know by the time their sons get to a certain age, they know that their sons know too. Their bullshit has been exposed now. Now that his brain has become a more leadership mind, the window is already open where he's gonna see all your flaws. And that's what I started to see from my mother, her flaws. And then I could see the qualities that she grew in my sisters. You feel what I'm saying? And like, yo, like, it was so crazy. Like, she gave my younger sister the keys before I got the keys. I didn't even, first of all, I never even got the keys to my house, to my mom's house when I was living there. You understand? I had got bypassed by my younger sister. So you have to understand the mentality of these black women. See, like when I was young, and this is another thing too. I didn't even know who I was until I probably was about 10, 11. And this is thanks to social media, TV, and like wrestling majorly. Because I grew up watching wrestling and I grew up around the time where it was good to be a man. But see, that's not going to occur today because see, they already know that they already destroyed the home. They already destroyed the identity of a black man. So now that it's lost in a home for where a boy can understand who he is, because these black women is not gonna tell you, well, majority of them not, because they hold some, you feel me, personal vendetta against your father or black men in general, men that did them wrong. It's a lot of black women that's out here with kids, especially sons, and they not with the fathers, and they wanna. try to make him into some girly shit. And my mom, she never did that. Cause my mom, she came from old school. You understand? She ain't do no shit like that. She ain't try to plant my brain. But I have seen it done. I have seen women do this. I have seen women say their son's not gonna be like their father's, all type manly and all that. I don't want my son to be all this aggressive and all this type shit. You understand? Like, and these, and like I said, man, I grew up watching people at a time where it was good to be a man. But today, these little kids ain't got no type of manly figures on TV or wrestling. All this shit is type fruity. So a little boy that with a black woman right now, he is 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 times greater at risk than I was during my time in the 90s, because the foundation of the home wasn't there, but in the media, the TV, the books, the video games, all this stuff that was around us in life was still in perfect man order. When I was growing up, it was still in order for you to know you was a man. But see, that has changed. See, they have flipped it since probably '08, and it is what it is, man. But like I said in the beginning of the video, man, majority of these black women are not helpers, man. They have a personal hatred towards black men. Serious, serious hatred. And they'll accept anything but a black man. You understand? And then what kills me about these black women is they'll go talking about professing about God and all this shit, Jesus this, but then I see you chilling with the homos. I see you chilling with the enemy. I see you chilling with black men who are supposed to be your black husbands. And you chilling with them and they're on the down low taking your men. They ain't taking me. Now, me, I already have a woman in my life for the past 2 years, and she's not black, and that is not my fault that she's not black. I never went. See, that's the thing with black women. They see black men and they think that, oh, because he's with some other different race of women, that he don't like. But no, no, no. It's not that I don't like black. I've been around black women. The black women that I chose to go after, they either diss me, they either we either got into an argument that turned into something totally different than I never wanted it to be, and I was like, "Nah, I can't fuck with that. Like, this bitch trying to get into a fight, or they play too many games when you with them. They got other niggas. They're not ready. They're not fully committed. They don't know. They don't understand that they, you know, they don't understand a good man because they've been around so many fucked up niggas that that's what they're common to. They used to that. You understand? So they love that. So you know, like I said, a lot of black women I conversate with. It was like getting too confrontational. And then like I meet these black women, they always got kids, man. I can never really meet a black woman with no kids. And if I do meet her, she's most likely think that she's gonna be over me, or she's gonna be more educated than me, or more dominant. See, another problem with black women is y'all too dominant. Why are you trying to be more dominant than your male figure? You have a pussy hole. You understand? It's to receive. It's not to do that. It's to receive. It's to take in. You understand? You supposed to be submissive. Not submissive to the point where your man takes over everything, you don't have no life. I'm not talking about being controlling. And see, that's the thing with the Bible. God command men over women. See, a lot of women they hear that word command and they think that's control. That is not the same. Command means to guide with righteous way. You understand? Control is you're a controller. I press a button, you do what that button I ordered to happen to do. That's the difference. You understand? Like, and these black women, they've been taught not to cater to black men. They've been taught not to do nothing for black men. I remember I seen it on Facebook. It was this meme where this guy was telling this woman, "Oh, could you make me something to eat? That'd be very beautiful of you." And the bitch replied back like, "Oh, have you put a ring on my finger yet?" He was like, "No." So why? She's like, "Why am I cooking it?" And see, this is the whole thing. You losing the whole. See, if it's not women complaining about you wanting something sexual for them, it's black women complaining about you wanting them to do something of women nature, which is to cater to them. That is their nature to do. It is more women in this world than men. God did that on purpose. He specifically put more women on this world than men on purpose. Think about if the numbers was opposite. With all these women, black women, that took the way they took, there would be no procreation going on. But because there's more women than men, these women have to be in competition. They have to go to work. And even if these black women charge like, oh, I ain't fucking with no nigga. Guess what? Your best friend is fucking with the nigga that you ain't wanna let fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the reality of it, man. These black women, they something else, man. And I don't got hatred. Like I said, about me, you know, I ain't just go about trying to meet another race women. It just spontaneously happened. I met another race woman, which happened to be Spanish, and she wound up being kind and nice and understanding me, and she wanted to be there for me. You know. And another thing to a lot of these black women, they want a nigga to be doing all this stuff, but what are you doing for them? You want a nigga to take you out and all this stuff, but you also want a nigga to wait 6, 8, a year, 2 years to just to get in you. And I don't want to make this seem like I'm trying to make it like black women should just give it up to men. Just no, but it should never be the way you want it to be, which is you using men. You understand? I'm gonna give you two prime examples how these black women use men. I'm on Facebook and I see this shit where this woman is up there fucking with these niggas and she's going out on dates with them, but she's not fucking them. She's going out on dates with them and they paying her food and she labels them free food. You understand? They're labeled as free food. You think I want to be labeled as free food? And see, you black women are so ignorant that that could be your son, your grandson. That's what I had to school to my grandmother because my grandmother she sees the ways that of women back in her days what they was propagated of why it is what it is today. And she don't like how the way her grandson is treated. And see, you black bitches, when y'all become mothers and grandmothers, and y'all find out your grandson has a hard time finding black women, and you mad because your grandson or son is not choosing black women, they're going off to other different race of women. You need to look at yourself in the mirror. You need to go look at your sisters. You need to call out your sisters. You need to call out all of them. Tell them, listen, look at what we doing. We're we're being selfish, not realizing the future damage of our own bloodline. You out there fucking over black men, but yet you fucking black men getting babies with them, and then you're mad at your son or grandson because he does not like black women. If you have that mindset, just imagine how many other black women have this mindset. And it's so propagated now that it's probably in every black woman's mindset. If I'm not gonna say all, but I'm gonna say about 90 to 95%. You know, and like I said, my grandma, she sees it. You know, she's not racist, but she asked me why I haven't have a black girlfriend, and it's the same, man. Why you don't have a black husband? You know what I'm saying? Telling my mom, she asked me a question, why I don't got a black girl? Why you don't have a black husband? Stop asking your sons why, or your grandsons why they don't have black this, black that. Why you don't have black this, black that. You understand? Like, but I just want to keep it at that. Alright? I'm gonna come out with more videos. Don't worry. It's your boy L, man. Holla.